approaching 9:30 now.
There's always a party when Saturday Kitchen. I tell you, you can have a really good time there. Matt Tebbutt is in there, and you can even have a good time when Matt's there too. Hiya.
Yeah, exactly. Good morning. Nice to see you. It's been a while.
It has. Have you enjoyed the Olympics?
I've been
on.
loving the Olympics. Obviously, I was almost as much as I was loving that little link there with the phallic cacti. I wasn't expecting that tangent.
Could you not just leave it alone?
No,
could you
I
not,
want to bring it up again and again because it's always
go?
me who gets in trouble for these things.
Well, you're now
I'm enjoying somebody else.
You're now about to get into trouble as well. Look, what is that? Is that what's that trophy beside you? A cup of spaghetti?
Well,
no, noodles, chopsticks noodles. There you go. Not obviously awarded to you.
We'll come to that. We'll come to that in just a bit. There's going to be a little noodle off later on.
Excellent. Okay, what else is happening?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Our special guest today is incredibly funny Phil Wang. Good morning, Phil.
Good morning. Hello, everybody.
Hello, Phil.
Yeah. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Good. Now, listen. We'll talk about your tour.
Yep.
Which I watched your very funny thing on Netflix.
Thanks.
Last night.
Thank you. Thanks for watching my thing.
Obviously, the memoir, which isn't a memoir.
Yeah, my book. That's about me and my life, but it's not a memoir.
Absolutely, because you're far too young.
Too young.
Obviously. For now, let's talk about heaven and hell. What's your idea of food heaven?
Food heaven. I love some lamb.
Some lamb.
Some lamb, not too much.
Okay.
Well, of course, not too little. I like the ideal amount of lamb, and aubergine is one of my favorite veggies.
Okay.
And they're a marriage made in heaven.
Yes, they are.
Oh, like food heaven.
Yes, they are.
So,
almost a food heaven.
I get now why you call it that. Yeah.
And what's about your food hell?
Food hell for me. I eat everything. I am a glutton through and through, but cooked salmon makes me wretch.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
but smoked salmon, you're right.
Smoked salmon is all right.
Okay.
Sashimi, love it. The less heat applied to salmon, the more on board I am. I don't know why.
Okay, that's almost like an equation going on here.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I could draw you a graph if you
better.
want. Yeah. That's right.
And feta cheese for something.
Feta cheese. It's a cheese, but it's also a paste. It's dry and wet at the same time.
Yeah.
It's horrible. It clings, gets all over your mouth.
A bit like tofu.
No, well, no, I wouldn't say so. No.
There's a debate.
No, actually,
Good rage.
There's no debate because there's no argument. Tofu is completely different.
Well, we'll see which way the viewers vote. We've also got two great chefs here as well. Judy Ju, what have you got for us, Judy?
Today I'm going to be making some Korean dumplings called mandu, stuffed with beef and pork and served with a silly choy vinaigrette dipping sauce.
They are delicious despite the tofu element.
What's wrong with tofu?
I'm quite down on tofu.
Interesting, okay.
And new face, Ravinda Bogle. Good to have you here.
Lovely to
How
be
are you,
here.
Ravinda?
I'm really well. It's been a while.
Hasn't it? Yes. We've known each other for a long time, that's what I should say.
Oh, okay.
A decade.
Anyway, what have you got for us?
So I'm making Carolyn mussels moily with vermicelli lemon upma.
Very nice, very nice. Plus, Helen's joining us from her holiday in Scotland this morning. Good morning, Hels. Another golden trophy up for grabs. Look at this beauty. Stay tuned to find out who's taken to the Hobs to try and win this prestigious prize. We'll see you at 10.
Oh, sorry, I was distracted, Matt. I'm so sorry. Well, okay.
Well, you're about to find out.
No, my phone, no, by the brilliant Alex Scott. No, I've got her here in the studio with us, you see, and we're still excited. So is it you or Alex Scott that wins at this time in the morning? What do you think, Matt?
Yeah, I go Alex all the way.
Yeah, so would I. So would I. There you go. Of course you would. So the programme does sound marvellous, though. Enjoy Saturday Kitchen. Why do we have Alex Scott with us?
Well, she's
so
here,
delighted.
obviously. It's a big debut for you today. Football Focus, the start of the new English Premier League season.
Yeah.
And I was just asking you off air, the Olympics, everything else, you haven't had time for any time off, have you?
It's been a really busy summer, but it's what we love. Sport, it's the feelings that it gives you from the Euros. Obviously, that went really well. England getting to the final, then straight into the Olympics, and now the start of me sitting in a new chair, taking over from Mr. Dan Walker.
You say it's gone really well. OK, ex-Arsenal player.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
For anyone who didn't know, Brentford beat Arsenal 2-0.
They did.
That was so unexpected. I am delighted for Brentford fans because they've had such an interesting journey back to the Premier League. But how do you feel like, ex-Arsenal coming in first on the job and having to report?
I know. Well, you said unexpected. I don't know if it was because the whole feeling of Brentford being promoted, fans being back. So actually, I don't think I was as surprised as the result because that feeling and the atmosphere of having fans back, and it was special. So I can sit here and reflect on the negative Arsenal performance, but actually I think we need to celebrate Brentford being back and having that win.
Which is exactly what you're doing, because I know you're going to be having some of this in the programme. Let's take a look.
All with the same passion.
So, go on, sorry, that's Woody, is it?
That's Woody. We did a piece with Woody last year about the effects of not having football, being able to go. He lost his hair with all the stress and everything. So yesterday, that film, it was made and just showing how happy he was and the feelings that it gives you for him being back and having his routine back in his life.
I bet he's still punching the air this morning.
It's so special, yeah. We're going to show more of that in the show.
That's the joy of Football Focus, isn't it? Because I'm not a massive football fan, right? But I love big sports ones. I know you love your football, don't you? Because you're sports journalist. But Football Focus isn't just about, here are the results, here's what the manager's doing, here's the latest signing. It's the stories behind the sport as well, isn't it?
It's the human stories. And actually, when you do talk to players as well, it's getting to know their personalities, their backstories.
Their quirks.
There's more showing a different side to them, like you said, than a normal football show does. And it's celebrating all of that, which is just so joyous. And it's great about the show.
So what else is on the first programme for you today?
We have a jam-packed, busy show. They've packed it in today already for my first one. But it is, because the Premier League is back, it's about all the new signings. We've just seen a clip of Woody. We've got Rafa Benitez, an interview with him, new Everton manager. And we've got Dion Dublin and Micah Richards back. And everyone loves Micah Richards smiling and laughing.
Do you ever try to muscle in? I never asked this. Did you ever try to muscle in on those interviews? Because you've got brilliant reporters and stuff, but sometimes don't you just think, I want to do that.
I think it's sharing. I suppose I've always been a team player. I suppose the captain.
But you know what? It's yours. It's your programme.
But it's actually, other people's strengths, and if they're going to get the better interview, then you allow someone else to do it. But I know for me, sitting in the chair, even with Dion and Micah, it's about, I'm the presenter now. It's not all about me. It's about getting the best out of your guests on the show. So, but it's going to be a fun one. I can't wait. It's a new era. But Dan sent me a lovely tweet and message yesterday to wish me all the best for today. So,
We wish you luck.
Thanking you.
Hope it goes well.
What do you do now? Are you
now go over,
literally
prep,
dashing
get
over,
ready.
prepping?
Yeah, rehearsals. Doesn't stop, but it's good.
And do you know what? I'm really looking forward to, because I will be watching if I can, or at least listening. Laughing.
Yeah.
There's going to be so much laughter with you, Dion and Micah, isn't there? You're going to have to control it.
You've got the serious stories which you need to report on and you need to get across. But actually, for me, I started playing football because I loved it. It was fun. It made me smile. And that needs to be reflected as well.
And Dion actually is, sorry, we're going on a slightly different tangent, but he's kind of blazed a trail in a way for someone like you who's come out of professional sport, because not only does he do sport and speak about that with great authority, but he's on daytime TV shows as well.
Cooking at the moment, isn't he, as well? He does it all. But I think, just like everyone, yes, you've got a certain job or a certain discipline, but there's other things to your personality that makes up who you are, and it's about showing that and talking about that as well. You have other interests in your life.
Good for you.
Thanking you. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah,
good. Well, it's going to be, every Saturday you have to kind of.
Oh, do I? Is this a thing now?
You do. No, every Saturday. Sometimes, and now we're allowed you in.
Can I just get a tea next time?
Yeah,
is that all right? That would be my thing.
Oh my goodness! In case you were in any doubt of whether she was a diva, there you go.
A cup of tea.
There you go. Demanding already. Alex, have the best time. Enjoy it. Good luck.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Keep hold of mine.
Football Focus, of course, returning for the new season on BBC One today at midday.
Yes. Let's round up the rest of the sport. Gavin, Claire Tony Bennett has retired from performing.
That's all. He's just not going to do any live performances. He's still in the industry. That's it from us today. Breakfast back tomorrow from 6. Have a lovely day.
Bye-bye.